Alright, what is up, guys? This is episode 2 of my A Road to an Eastbay Dunk, which is a between the legs dunk. This is my first training session of my first training cycle of 2024. So, main goal for 2024 is to hit an Eastbay dunk. I'm going to try and document as much of this series as possible. All the way until I hit an Eastbay dunk. So it's probably going to be about 2 to 3 videos a week. The way that I've set up my routine, it's a 5-day program. Every cycle is probably going to be 5 days. So might move to 6 at some point, but for now it's going to be 5 days per week. Currently doing leg day, upper day, leg day, upper day, jump day. So kind of like 3 leg days if you include the jump day, and then 2 upper. But especially when you're trying dunks, like a jump day is a full body day either way. Still more on the legs, but I still get quite sore in my upper body, especially my back. So as you may remember, I had been dealing with a few injuries towards the end of last year. In both legs, I had some patella tendinopathy and hamstring tendinopathy / just pain pinching in the back of my knee. And then tendinopathy in my elbows in both sides. So it was actually pretty even injuries all around on both sides. I'm not getting the patella tendon pain anymore, and I'm not getting the hamstring / back of the knee pain because I got all that treated and was doing a lot of rehab for it last year. So the aim of this cycle is to build my strength back up, but doing it slowly so that I'm reconditioning the tendons and I don't get any flare-ups there anymore. And then that's for the leg days. And then upper body days is pretty much similar, but I still get a little bit of pain in my elbows. I didn't really get treatment for that. I'm just going to slowly rehab that with a bit of strength training and load management, because they're not too bad and it's not that chronic. Like it has only been the last like month to 4 to 6 weeks or so. So yeah, this first cycle is more of a strength cycle. Strength volume kind of cycle, so it's a lot of like 6x6s and 8x5s, but the first like 2 to 3 sets of the 6x6 is starting off as a bit more like warm-ups, and that's 8x5s. The first like 3 to 4 sets is more kind of warm-ups, and then the rest is working. But eventually towards the end of the cycle, it'll be pretty much all working sets, and then I'll start to drop all the volume, keep upping the weights, and then peak myself. So depending on how the body responds, this first block will probably be about anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks, only because I'm starting slow. So I'm not building too much of a fatigue deficit right off the bat. Otherwise, there will be some cycles that'll be 4 weeks, because that'll be more once I'm already kind of in training for a couple of months this year, so I can kind of just start a cycle and go hard right off the bat. But I'm not doing that right now because I had some time off over the New Year, and I also am coming back for some injuries. So I started off by doing 7x3 power cleans, just building up to 2 top sets at 70. I believe this is the second set. I wasn't quite paying attention to the video. Power cleans felt really good. These ones I won't be doing crazy volume, like 7x3 is still a lot of volume, but I started light. And then next week it'll be 6x3, then I'll do 5x3s, and then I'll go 4x2s and slowly kind of bring that volume down. Whereas with my strength stuff, I'm actually building the volume up. Then from here, we went into 8x5 back squats. Started off at 40 kilos. You're seeing here 60. So from here I go 60, 65 for 2 sets, and then 70 for 2 sets. But I didn't really record every single set. And that's kind of how these videos will go. That's how my last videos went. It's just a bit of, showing some of everything, which I did for the power cleans, but then not every set for other movements. I'll be posting the full workouts at the end of each video again, like I've done in previous videos. This one, I didn't include the weights. I've just put the sets and reps. Sometimes I might include the weights that I use, but you can kind of see the main working sets throughout the videos anyway. So yeah, here's my top set of 80 for back squats. So yeah, again, main goal of this cycle is to build up my strength, build up the volume without flaring up my injuries. After this, actually quickly, I'll just say what I'm doing in this. So I'm working on trying to keep as much tension throughout my whole body as possible with my squats now. I tend to dive bomb my squats a little bit and really bounce out of the hole. And it always would be a bit of a passive bounce, and I think that's what tended to stress my knees out quite a bit. So I'm just going down as low as I can while keeping everything nice and tight. So then from there, I went on to a 6x6 of RDLs, and I built up to 2 top sets at 70 kilos, like you can see here. So just focusing on pushing the hips back, feeling all that tension on my hamstrings and glutes, and keeping a nice, even tempo. So here's the full workout. So finish off with single leg calf raises, 6x6,